Ah shit, here we go again. Welcome back to Grand Theft Audio Brackets, my show where I take every single radio station featured throughout the Grand Theft Auto series, take every single song on those stations, arrange them in a March Madness style racket according to my own kind of insane, admittedly internal metrics. I ask you, my 7 viewers or so, to decide which one wins each bout until a final victor is chosen, to eventually be placed in a major crazy bracket all against the winners of each radio station. So far we have gone through Vice City for Lovers, the R&B station from Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, The Journey, the first ambient music radio station from Grand Theft Auto 4, and currently we are recapping the final round of our third round, Wave 103 from the original Vice City. And we have gotten down to 2 very unlikely, in my opinion, finalists for this round. Poison Arrow by ABC versus 99 Luftballons by Nena. I was honestly expecting Flock of Seagulls to make it further than this, but such is the path of the votes. I don't vote on any of this myself. I am simply helpless but to watch as this all happens and see whether or not I agree with it, what is ultimately determined to be the most popular song, and which will join the pantheon. I'm going to announce the winner of this round as well as post everything for the 4th round. In the past I was taking votes on which station people wanted to see next. I figured that in the interest of making it through all 100 plus different radio stations that I've compiled for this, that we pick something that we haven't done before. In fact, full disclosure, I've done some of these songs before when I was previously running this bracket in a different format over the last couple of years, but I've never done any of these songs in this upcoming bracket before, so stay tuned after I announce the winner for that. The last round for New Wave has been very contentious so far. We've had some very, very close victories, but I can go ahead and say that this one was not at all close. We have gone through 7 votes so far. The final tally, Poison Arrow received only 1 of them. Nena, with 99 Luftballons, who has 6 of the votes, is the winner of Wave 103. She will join Marvin Gaye and Aphex Twin among the pantheon of winners of different stations. We are now on to round 4, and for round 4 I decided to just pick one kind of at random, kind of not. This is, after all, Hispanic Heritage Month, and though I'd previously covered some Latin music in the form of East Los FM, which is more Mexican rock or traditional music, or the salsa music featured on Radio Espantoso from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, this time I wanted to do something I hadn't done before. For round 4, our station is going to be San Juan Sounds.
From Puerto Rico to Liberty City, the sounds of San Juan are here. Reggaeton! San Juan Sounds.
Specifically because there are 2 versions of this station that appear, one in the original and then one in the DLC. This one is going to be the original station. In Grand Theft Auto 4, DJ'd by none other than Daddy Yankee.
We're doing another set of the hottest reggaeton, salsa, merengue right here on San Juan Sounds. Ya tú sabes, la capital de los Kengri, sponsored by The Horn. If you're getting putting out, try no deodorant, man, wants to knock her out, okay? Okay?
I'm going to go through these songs in order. The way that I've chosen to do this, if you're not familiar with how I've been doing this, is generally speaking, I try to rank these songs in a seeding order similar to a March Madness style tournament based upon how well known the songs are or chart performance. Now, in this case, I'm going into reggaeton completely blind. This is not a genre I'm very familiar with. I've heard it a few times before. Aside from a few big names like Daddy Yankee, I'm not really familiar with them. And in fact, this is something of a period piece because all of these songs are from no later than 2008, so in some cases some of these artists no longer make this music. It's both a look in the past and a look to something new that I've never done before, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it, and I'll disclose how it is I've ranked these songs as I go about them. But for the most part here, because I'm not really well versed with many of these artists, I've chosen to simply go the route of looking at the chart performance of these individual songs and going from there. Our first seed, Impacto by Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee is probably the most famous artist on this list, and he's probably the only one of these people that I'd heard of prior to starting my research into this station. Now, he hosts San Juan Sounds in its original incarnation in GTA 4, and then in the DLC, the playlist was changed. Daddy Yankee was replaced as the DJ with Henry Santos, who is from the bachata group Aventura, which also shows up on that particular playlist and shows up again in another radio station in Grand Theft Auto Online. I ranked this one so high partly because of the name recognition of Daddy Yankee, but also because Impacto seems to have had the highest chart performance of any of these songs. Went to number 2 on the Billboard Hot Latin charts and to number 56 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and probably in no small part due to the fact that a remix was released featuring Fergie, because in 2007 we loved Fergie. Sexy Movimiento by Wisin y Yandel. And by the way, I apologize if my pronunciation is off to any native speakers out there. I'm trying my best. Now, Wisin y Yandel, longtime reggaeton performers, lots of awards, including a 2007 Latin Ringtone of the Year award. 2007, what a time to be alive, huh? And this song, Sexy Movimiento, reached number 1 on the Hot Latin charts, number 98 on the Billboard Hot 100. It got a remix with Nelly Furtado, and according to the Wikipedia page, was featured on Elena of Avalor, the children's show on the Disney Channel. Yeah, citation needed. I am not about to Google search that one. Seed number 3. Salió el Sol by Don Omar. Although reportedly, according to his wiki page anyway, known as the king of reggaeton in the industry, Don Omar is probably most famous to most people in the world for playing Rico Santos in the Fast and the Furious movies, and I've never actually seen one of those all the way through, unless you count the mini-film on the Universal Studios Hollywood Studio Tour ride. Salió el Sol reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot Latin charts, so get seed number 3. Seed number 4. Siente el Boom remix by Tito el Bambino featuring De La Ghetto and Joel y Randy. Tito el Bambino, formerly of Hector y Tito with Hector el Bambino, more on him later. A long-time performer, still around and performing, as is De La Ghetto, who I believe is the only person actually born in the States on this list. And Joel y Randy, they just released a new album this last June. Siente el Boom remix reached number 14 on the Billboard Hot Latin charts. Seed number 5. Atrévete by Calle 13. Calle 13 is two stepbrothers, Residente and Visitante, as well as their sister Ile on backing vocals, and this one 3 Latin Grammys and reached number 15 on the Latin charts. Seed number 6. Ponmela by Voltio featuring Joel y Randy. Ponmela reached number 41 on the Billboard Hot Latin charts. As for Voltio, he formed an early group called the Masters of Funk along with Hector el Father, and he retired in 2014 to become a born-again Christian. Seed number 7. Ven Bailalo by Angel y Cris. And I can't find too much on them, honestly, other than apparently they were brought into the industry by Hector el Father, and their wiki page claims that this song went to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, but I can't find any evidence of that. The closest I can see is that it went to 103 on the Hot 100 back in the December of 2005. And finally, seed number 8. Maldades by Hector el Father, also previously known as Hector el Bambino. Now he's no longer known as either of them because he also retired from reggaeton music to become a born-again Christian, in this case a Baptist minister, and now he mainly makes religious music. As far as I can tell, this song was not released as a single, but the album debuted at number 81 on the Billboard 200. I'm going to be keeping this round up until Thursday the 17th, and then we'll decide who is going to be going on to the next round of reggaeton. I hope you all enjoy this. Again, part of this whole reason that I'm doing all this is not just to enjoy the music that I remember from these games, but also to discover something that I hadn't really listened to. In GTA 4, I was generally listening to the classic rock station or maybe the hipster radio station. I wasn't really listening to reggaeton or East European dance or any of those other stations. So the ballot for this one is going to be in the comments section. This is going to be a new experience for me. I try to do that. I try to listen to new things and, see if I enjoy them, maybe learn something. Be sure to leave your comments as to whether or not you're enjoying this station and what station you'd like to see me cover next. And I will see you in about a week. Vámonos!
Taking some hip-hop, dancehall, and salsa and smashing it together. Daddy Yankee's on the radio. Daddy Yankee's plays some great music, man. Daddy Yankee's the big boss. Don't hate the boss, just follow the rules and we'll cool, man.